are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is not much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiba grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
Do. What you do? What you do?
It just looked like we were just stoners staring into the sky. That's all.
I was.
Well, we can't see you.
Okay, but I picture it. I was.
All right. We're going to put...
What?
There. Here.
Why?
I'll go down here. There we go.
Yeah, but now you're chopping a big chunk of Lennie's head off.
No, I
can
didn't.
see me.
I can see you. His head's
I
still
see
there. I don't
live.
I
Huge
don't
melon.
invite people on the show just to chop their head off. Hello.
Looks like he's got a turban on.
It does,
Who,
Len.
me?
Yeah.
I got a turban?
Yep. It's a live 152 turban.
So, welcome to the
It's
show.
there.
I am Al. Nice to meet you. Not AI. Al.
I got to come up with an AI version of Al now.
I don't like the fucking new avatar on Facebook.
What new avatar?
They've
What new-
updated the avatars on Facebook, and I don't like it. It doesn't look like me. I can't make it look like me. The other one looked like me.
I never had an avatar, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know either.
You guys. So everybody's here. Darcy's here too, somewhere. And I don't know where Marijane is.
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
And there's
Mary Jane's
Dale.
not here.
Hi, Dale.
Mary Jane's not here.
Who?
Mary Jane's not here. What do you mean Dale's here? Where's Dale?
You said
Right here.
hello.
He's in the comments.
Oh, it's Stalk. It was Stalk. Hi, Dale. Again. Already saw Dale. Already said hi to him.
So now you don't need to say hi to him again.
But I did because I'm polite.
Sometimes.
Well, no, all the time. I'm usually pretty polite.
So what are we doing tonight?
I don't
Just
know.
sitting here smoking weed and going for 2 hours?
I just spent the last week hurting myself from
Trimming?
laughing. No laughing.
Laughing.
Laughing. I've been
I spent
having
the
a
last week
riot.
rolling joints.
Well, that sounds boring compared to laughing.
Well, people smoke a lot of joints apparently.
Nah, I've been having a great old week time fun blast of laughing at people so concerned about sides and politicians and media.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why we're not doing that here on the 420 radio show.
That would be fun, though.
No, it would not. I would not. I would leave, and you know it. I'd be like, nope, see ya. Have fun trying to figure out how to shut this thing off when you're done.
I'm just pointing out that there's two sides to every story.
Yeah, of course there is. But you know what, Marcel? Those two sides are infesting every single feed that I have to look at every day. And it's infesting every conversation that I have. That's the key thing that people want to talk about. And I'm not interested.
That's
Period.
what was so funny, though.
I'm what I'm doing right now is waiting for that second round of "you're no friend, I hate you, fuck yous," and all that. because half your fucking playlist goes away, your friends list goes away because of division. And it shouldn't be like that. That's why there's war. Division.
So at one time, and I got asked this the other day too, because one
Does
of the
this
kids
have to
asked,
do with cannabis?
well, kind of, because it kind of has to do with social
No.
media.
No, it does not.
No, the question was, do I get a lot of private messages from people upset with what I say? Right? Regardless what it is. And I said no. And then they asked if Chrissy did, and I said no. But my kid does because her husband says shit, and they message her about it. So I looked at it and I thought, anybody that's going to message me about something that I posted will become my new bitch.
Yeah. Well, I'm just tired of the arguing online. Like, you know, you post something all happy and nice and try and be cheerful, and some guy is like, well, you know, it's all this guy's fault and it's all that guy's fault, and
well, you just don't answer them, man.
Well, you know, but it's not
you mean
even
the big
an
orange
original
man?
post. It's not even an original post, guys. It's all canned. You know, they write this shit out and then they go and they find a topic that they're interested in and they post and they post and they post. And you don't get anywhere like that. You know, it's like
it's a waste.
Angry.
It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy.
It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my readers' times. You know, it allows me to nothing original. There's nothing original about
but it allows me more opportunities to put out laughing face emojis. And that's what I've been doing all week is laughing face emojis.
I'm glad you're having a good week, buddy.
Oh, it's been a blast, man. No,
I think Marcel's what they call an internet troll.
I was thinking I could easily be a troll. I mean, Lenore Zan would be on my target. Because I don't know of any politician that's about more or media propaganda than that one.
Darcy, mute Mike.
And she's not even a politician anymore.
No, I just never found her very smart.
Who?
That's Lenore Zan.
She was a local in LA.
Yeah. She was
not a mean-spirited person I could tell, but she just wasn't very intelligent.
No, I mean it's
very
she got into a role that was over her head.
Way. It's not her skill set.
Her skill set is actually she's amazing.
She's an actress
at what she does. No, she does voices more than anything. I mean, she does some acting, but she does the voiceover stuff for.
I've heard that actually.
It's Marvel or one of them, I think.
I've heard something with that.
There's a few voices out there that are very well known, like a buddy that works at Discovery. I can't remember his name. He does Dirty Jobs. I can't remember his name, but he's on
Mike Rowe.
Huh?
Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe. Yeah, and he's fucking hilarious.
X-Men.
Micro or Mike?
Mike Rowe. WOW ROWE. Yeah. But he's got a few of his own shows as well, right? So he does Dirty Jobs but he's basically the voice of Discovery.
Lenore was a former member of the House of Commons of Canada. And is one of the voices in the X-Men animated series.
I knew that, and I knew she was in that.
And she's done a few other movies like DEFCON 4 and American.
Yeah, she was MP. She wasn't MLA. She was MP. That's even fucking worse.
You know, Jeffrey Peterson, the 420 comic, has done a lot of voiceover stuff for.
Has he? That's cool.
Yeah, he's done a lot of animation and stuff like that, and voiceover stuff. And
nice.
Yeah.
Me and Jeffrey were helping that along the other day with his 51st state comments.
Hey, did you hear about what happened with NJ Weedman? Did you see that?
No.
He's got a broken back. He was driving along, and a truck pulled out in front of him and just took him out. He's been in the hospital learning how to walk again. And he's got fractured T3 and a T4. And he's walking around on a walker, and he's pretty banged up.
Not really. Not sorry to hear. Just sorry to change the subject, but just because the commercial's on behind me, and it's sort of like got that 60s, 70s. What do you think of the new Volkswagen electric van?
I've seen pictures of it, but that's it. And the commercial, that's it.
Electric what?
Van.
It doesn't look like what you're expecting.
They rebooted it,
Volkswagen.
Right?
Yeah, I don't like the look of it. It's too high tech for me.
Now I have to go and look, you bastards.
It's modern. But
it looks like a train. It looks like the front of a train.
No, I think that's why I like it.
Are you a train guy?
Well, it does kind of look like a train. It looks like a high-speed train.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It actually looks like trains in Germany.
Are you looking at the green one? The one I saw was green.
I'm looking. There's 2 blues and a green because I just Googled it.
Okay.
There's one outside of Tim Hortons in Truro, like advertising the contest.
I believe they had one. They had one at the car show.
Anyway,
they're having one at the car show here.
I have to admit, I actually think I like it.
One of those.
I have to admit, there's no
McDonald's is giving one of those away in their. Roll Up the Rim is giving one of those away. So Tim Hortons.
That's why.
Yeah,
I might live in one.
Yeah, what?
Live in one.
Is it a camper or is it just a bus?
I think it's a bus, but I'd get it retrofitted. What's my?
Yeah, they started about 80.
What? My kid just won $169 on a slot machine.
These win started about 85,000 Canadian.
You know what? I was really disappointed when I found out after I bought my car. I found out that I could have gotten a in very good shape VW camper bus,
really?
like Cindy did. Yeah, she paid about the same price as I paid for my car, and I was like, "Fuck me."
Has she ever gotten that? Has she ever gotten hers fixed?
I don't know. I just know she got one.
Yeah.
And she drove it back. She drove it back from Vancouver, and then it broke down or something, right?
Yeah. Oh, that looks gross.
Are we? What are we? Are we doing a show, or are we just on our own viewing time?
No. Somebody sent me a picture of a great idea for pizza.
And I just learned that my daughter gambles.
Was she using your credit card?
No, not the more of.
Not anymore.
Where's your daughter?
I remember the days when my mom would go, You need new shoes and a T-shirt. Go shopping. Here's my credit card. And nobody would even think about it. You just go and you pay for it and then you leave. Now it's a little easier with tap, but for a long time you weren't allowed to do that. She would give me a note. My son may use my credit card. Things like that. When I was a teenager.
100%.
Yeah.
And she's at Dooley's.
What casino was she at? Like what casino?
No, she's at Dooley's in Antigonish on a slot machine.
Oh, okay. One of them.
I've only played a slot machine once, and that was with Mary Jane.
Oh, really? Did you win?
No, she was playing. I was just standing there. I don't.
I took Chris to the casino one time, her first time to the casino, and she was playing a slot machine and got up like 200 and some bucks, and she looked at me. She said, "Can I take this and leave?" And I said, "Yeah, help yourself, yours." So she cashed it out.
I have been to one casino, and that's with my mom, and it was actually in Thunder Bay. And I went in. She gave me $20 just to play around with, and I walked out of there with over $200 playing blackjack.
I can honestly say that I've been into a lot of casinos.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever actually I've been to a charity casino, but that's the first time I've been in an actual casino.
One of the companies I work for sent me on a course to Reno, Nevada, in a hotel with a casino.
Hi, Drew.
Don't they all have a casino?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
We were there for a conference, so in between, like at lunch breaks, you go out and do some slot machines or something like that.
Fucking airport has slot machines.
Yeah, but that's how I learned how to play roulette.
I've never been. I've not been to. I've been to LA. I've been to San Diego. I've been to Sacramento, and all of that. But I've never been to Vegas.
It's cool.
Never.
I like it a lot.
I'd like to go to Vegas, and I'd like to go to Mardi Gras, but it's a lot of walking around. I don't think so.
I was in BC. I was driving home one afternoon, and I saw a sign at a travel agent, and I pulled in, and I said, "Are you serious?" And they said, "Oh, yeah, but you have to leave tonight."
One of those quick trips.
$199, 3 days, 2 nights in Reno. For $109, gave me the flight there and back, the hotel, $200 in vouchers for.
It wasn't a mainstream hotel, I bet.
It was the Sands.
Oh, really? Oh.
It was fucking awesome. We had big $50 coupon for Tony Roma's for dinner. It was fucking awesome.
Cool. For
$199 a person.
Well, they have packages. You can get.
They're not $199 anymore.
You can get a package from Toronto to Niagara Falls for a day, and that includes a dinner at a casino, and you get to go and gamble.
And a flight.
Then they bring you back. Huh?
And a flight or a bus?
No, a bus.
Yeah.
They
Toronto to Niagara Falls. That's a drive, not a flight.
That's a 2.5, 3 hour drive. Yeah.
So the tariffs that are now into effect, will they have any effect on the cannabis trade back and forth across the border?
I'm hearing yes, it's going to.
Yes, it is already on lights and stuff, Marcel.
Well, we don't bring stuff from the U.S., but I know we send stuff to the U.S.
No, we bring
but lighting equipment and lighting and fans and all that shit.
I realize that. Yeah.
So it's going. Everything. I give it another week before the price of gas goes up. Everything starts going up.
The knock boxes all come out of California, Marcel.
Well, that's good. Maybe somebody in Canada should make their own.
Well, they all make their own. They all make their own. The one that I got a knock box, but it's not called knock box. It's called a thumper.
Yeah.
It's identical to a knock box.
Yeah, same thing. Well, so it's from China then. Because China.
I'm assuming, because the one that I have was sold by Raw.
It's going to affect the car industry. They're demanding that they move into the States or pay the tariff. So
what's to stop manufacturers from moving into Canada? Oh, the 20% carbon tax coming April 1st.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh,
I'm getting sick of the commercials. I mean, they've even infiltrated Prime. Every 3.5 minutes you get a commercial about Polyev or about this person's so bad that Trudeau loves him.
Carnival Carney and
all the same commercial. I'd rather see McDonald's commercials. Thanks.
Carbon tax, Carney.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah, carbon tax.
The commercials are on right now.
Well, it's his fucking idea. The carbon tax came from him, right?
And really? And now he's fighting on Trudeau. Well, that's
because he was Trudeau's advisor. He's the one that's been telling Trudeau, spend all this money.
Listen, the secret of being a good politician is taking the credit for the wins and blaming someone else for the losses.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the magic. All the good stuff, that was me. All the bad stuff, that was them.
That was the other guy.
Yeah. Well, you think you have problems in the States?
So I listen to a cat podcast every day of a guy that goes by the name of Mr. Sunshine Baby.
Oh, he's kind of a tool.
Yeah, at times, but I mean, he's fun.
He's got some good points, but
he's fun to watch, especially the commentary during question period and things like that. Well, he was invited to the provincial legislature in Victoria, and he was introduced as somebody, and the NDP there freaked out because he was brought there by the Conservatives. The NDP had freaked out. Now it's hit all the news out there about this guy's a Trump supporter and things like that. And so he's doing this video tonight, and he says, "I don't know what they're talking about." He says, "I don't know as a Trump supporter." So then he plays a clip from the news, and they've got clips from him. They've taken clips from his videos that he's done. He said, "Oh yeah, I love Trump," saying shit like this. So they went literally digging through years of videos to find anything bad to make discredit the guy. All it's done is driven so much fucking traffic to him.
Yeah, no, he does these fake titles of his videos or over. I know
the part that pisses me off. Yeah.
Here's the thing about Donald Trump. He does a lot of good ideas. He's just a very loud, abrasive man.
Yeah, he's like a bull in a china shop.
Oh yeah, and if I was America, I think I'd be pro. If I were a Canadian, it sucks.
Yeah,
but he can't get again. He's treating it like a business, so I don't know.
Well, but technically, every country is a business.
Do too much.
So then, why not run it as a business?
Well, they're a business, but they're a business that seems to just have unlimited debt. That's the difference. A real business, if we get to a certain point of debt, you go under. Governments seem to just keep going.
So Maxine just put a comment up and said, "Glad some of those who voted for Trump had some regrets." I don't know if anybody that voted for Trump is regretting anything. Trump is doing exactly what Trump said he was going to do. And that's why people voted for him. Now, if you vote for him because you want him to do these things, then don't get mad at him when he starts to do them, right? It's just counterproductive.
Yeah. No, but it's a tough one, right? You have him. No, but here's my point about him. You have him. He tells you what he's going to do, and he does do it, like it or not. And then you had Biden, Kamala, and Pelosi who are lying. You can't trust a word they say.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a what's that Kobayashi Maru fucking Star Trek no-win scenario.
Thank you, Maxine.
What do you do?
Now can share that video for us.
What's that?
Because she saw a video on Facebook.
No.
So she's going to send it to Al.
No.
Yeah, Al, you can share it for us. We can watch it later.
But it is hard. It's hard because people get their emotions into it too much.
So here's the thing. A few years ago, I had a conversation with somebody in the States about their current situation. And my attitude was, how come you don't say anything negative about the guy? And the response was that the person actually hated the person, but won't speak against the President of the United States as their commander-in-chief. That's the position that warrants all the respect.
There's certain things like
the same people are not doing that. Right. The same people are not doing that with this administration. Right.
Yeah, like you don't have to agree what he does.
Yeah.
But no, like I'm not a Justin Trudeau fan, but if he's like he's your prime minister, like it or not, at least for a couple more days.
No, he's done. He's done as of today, I believe.
No, he's not.
No?
That's ninth. The 9th.
There's Sundays.
Is it the 9th?
Sunday. And then there's like a week or two fucking transition or something.
Yeah.
But regardless, like there's a sense of respect and dignity for the position. Doesn't mean you have to agree with their politics or. That's all. Just seem to have lost form. Like there seems to be.
Dale says Sunday they vote.
Okay, I thought it was last night that they did it.
No, I think Sunday.
Well, look, you got the Liberals have a choice of 3. You have pile shit A.
Oh, they haven't changed. They haven't
pile
changed.
shit C.
They haven't decided yet.
No. So which pile of shit do they pick?
Well,
right. So two of them are responsible for the situation we're in. And one of them,
am I back?
Well, what? She had a lot to say, but nobody could ever hear her.
Sorry, my internet's going in and out.
Yeah, you flip
Mine
on it.
too.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay,
no,
Mr.
but
Canadian.
Who, me? No.
Sorry.
And Dale wishes the Conservatives had a more mature leader.
I like
him. You want some fucking old guy in there, do you? Because I'm assuming mature means old, or somebody that acts mature. We'll have to wait for Dale to respond to that one.
I want a guy that's just smart.
No, he doesn't have a mature attitude. Man, well, let's see.
I disagree
the last
with that.
guy's got a whole bunch of
Respectfully.
friendship bracelets from the Taylor Swift concert, so I don't know. I guess that attitude is pretty immature.
I like Pierre for whatever reason. I think he's a pretty smart guy.
No, I liked Pierre pushing for an answer, which you never get out of a fucking politician, and he'll be the same way. You'll never get an answer out of him.
If he gets in and it's a flip flop, it's like he'll probably be the exact same thing.
Yeah, he's not gonna give you an answer. Like, I've been into enough politicians' offices to realize that they all suffer from the same trigger word. They don't like being called a liar to their face. They actually get quite upset when it happens. And the reason being is they know they got caught. Right?
Well,
they're not mad because you're calling them a liar. They're mad because you recognize that they're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be a politician without being a fucking liar.
But technically, the way I look at it, as much as I just said, he'll go and do the same, which is probably what he will. I can't call him a liar or a two-faced till he actually gets in and does it.
Right. Yeah.
The odds are against him.
Any politician that I've called a liar to their face, they've already proven to me that they're a liar.
Most do, but I'm more of like right now. It's like, well, the last 10 years didn't really go well for this country. I think it's I'm more of it's the other guy's turn. Yeah, that's
really what it's. That's I think the majority of the entire country is thinking that way. It's time for change, but realize that change is going to be it's going to be as an extreme of a change that the U.S. is going through right now, because they went through wishy-washy spending all kinds of money and sucking everybody's dicks to taking everything away, kicking everybody out. Well, that's what's going to happen.
Guys, I'm really not enjoying this conversation. I'm really not.
I know it's not a cherry conversation, and it's not a happy conversation. So, what are you smoking tonight, Alvin?
I'm smoking some Northern Lights number 5.
Oh, are you?
Yes, I am.
Big buds or little buds?
Actually, they're not bad. They're nice size. They grind up nice. It's nice and puffy. And I would have liked to have seen that in mine.
Okay, so when you say it's not bad, because I said big buds.
I'm enjoying it.
Right.
I wish I had been able to grow it this summer. Last summer.
The reason I say about the big buds and little buds is I enjoy small buds more than big buds.
Well, you get small buds anyways.
Yeah.
Like a big bud is a congregation of small buds.
But if I'm going to go and buy a bag of buds at the legal store or whatever, I want small buds. I don't want a big honking 7.5 gram bud sitting in a bag. Because
there's going to be a gram and a half of stick there.
Exactly. So I always go small buds. Get small buds.
Yeah. What do you guys got now at Optimus, Len? You guys got anything new that you're finding that's good?
I'm trying to think. Like the most popular flower I got going right now is Gastropop.
I don't know that one.
It's eScan. It's pretty good. Let's just call it spade to spade. It's pretty. It's pretty nice stuff. A lot of flavor.
Lennie tests all the products before he puts it.
I've had it, but that one I don't take too much because it's expensive and it sells well.
Is your wife a consumer, Len?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
She have the odd time a cannabis drink, but
she doesn't use creams or anything.
So I should bring her some ice cream.
No, she won't.
Bring it. No.
She says she doesn't like it, which is fine.
She doesn't like your ice cream.
No, the feeling.
No, she doesn't like the feeling.
No, I know. You know, my sister doesn't.
I don't blame her for that.
My sister doesn't like the feeling of edibles as well. They don't help her sleep, which is what she took them for. And all they did was made her sit up. And I'm like, well, you're using a distillate. You're not using what you're supposed to. Oh, so she doesn't use it anymore. But I know the only reason I asked really is because I know a few couples that are like that. The one is the consumer and the other one isn't.
Yeah, there's a few I know, and
it's like that in my house too.
Yeah.
Chrissy doesn't smoke, or she does,
like a chimney.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I think I've smoked a few with her.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah,
Lennie probably has too. I know Darcy,
but as far as like creams and stuff, like she just isn't injured.
Buddy that owns the store here in town, his wife is a medical professional and completely on the cannabis side, but he doesn't consume at all. He just works. Sure. he doesn't. So I'm like, is this any good? He looks at me and he's like, I don't know.
I like to try. Like I'm not a big, like I said, I really haven't been smoking much anyway. But I usually try most of the products just for my own benefit.
As you should.
It's not your benefit. It's your education.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm not a great educator on it anyway. As far as I don't taste product. Like a lot of people want to know about taste and flavor. I don't have that astute sensory.
Yeah.
But I kind of know, well, the moisture is good. I can describe the buds. I like the stickness, things like that. Like obviously I know COAs and shit like that, but
easiest way for taste is to roll it up into a joint and then suck it back without lighting it.
I know, I try that. There's a few flavors I pick up. Like I
hold
pick
on.
up.
Let me try. I got a doobie here that's not going.
No, but he's right. Marcel's right. But like I pick up like bakery vanilla shit.
Woo! Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right because when we do judging, so if we do judging, what I normally do is if we get a judges pack, I gather 4 or 5 people and we all get together and I'll roll one up and everybody tastes it before we light it. And then everybody can write down what their taste is, what they what the flavor is from the smell and stuff like that. Then light it up and have them record the flavor again, because it's always different when you light it. And then we make them sit for an hour or two and then hit them with another one.
You know, the one thing that I really, really, really enjoy doing is waking up in the morning fresh and having that first joint. If you choose the wrong first joint, though, you're back in bed.
No, see, every morning it's the same joint for me.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's the same joint for me.
No, I can't do that. I have to change it up, or it just nothing.
The only time I change it up is like in the evening when I roll a hash joint. Or tonight I've got something I'm going to try, and it's written on its cherry cake, and it smells really good. But
I should try my mystery pre-roll that I got this month. I'll go get
I have a Government Oasis live rosin vape to try later.
Oh, cool. Where'd Darcy go?
I don't know.
Darcy's probably been talking to us. Darcy's probably been talking to us for the last 20 minutes and forgot that his mic was muted.
No, I'm right here. I was just letting Carla take the dog out.
Was I right about cherry cake?
Took you 36 minutes to tell your wife to take the dog out. 36 minutes.
Huh?
You were on mute for 36 minutes.
No, he wasn't.
Tell the wife.
He talked about the knockbox.
I know. Al's the one that told him to mute his mic.
Yeah, I'm just rolling joints for work, so.
No, that cherry cake is good?
Yes.
I've heard of cherry cake before. I don't think I've had it, though.
Although the best stuff at the store, though, is fucking that El Chapo.
Is it really?
Marcel, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
So this is my mystery.
No. That's got that cushion in it.
Mystery pre-roll 0.5. Let's see.
Gary Payton BX. Dank and earthy. People say dank. I usually equate that with kush because
yeah.
And I'm pass on that.
This doesn't have much smell to it.
I'm rolling up right now.
Very, very lack of taste as well. I'm
organic King Kush, Marcel.
I don't even want to light it up.
Are ya?
But I smell what I stuck your face in that big bag today.
Yeah, I know. You know, like Pink Kush is of all of the Kushes, Pink and Bubba I can probably tolerate about.
I enjoy both of those as well. Yes.
Yeah, but all the other Kush crosses, nah, because all they're doing is just getting that Kush flavor. I think. I
have a Tom Ford Kush that I got, and I got Northern Lights No. 5, and I can't remember the other one. Where's my bag?
Yeah? Well, I've got a double medicated Red Eye Ice Cap. How's that?
This one that I really like, Modified Grapes Small. I really like that. I've never tried the Modified Grape before.
I had the live rosin of that.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping we'd have a Harvest Fest this year because I wanted to bring something really cool.
Yeah, that's disappointing. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah, their loss. I was going to bring medicated ice caps.
Their loss.
Medicated what?
You know, Deb's listening.
Medicated ice caps.
Ooh, that might be interesting.
I make better ice caps than Tim Hortons, so
I don't like ice caps.
No offense. That's not saying much.
Well, that's true. Mine are healthier, and
hey,
mine
better than Starbucks too, Marcel.
Yeah, they are better than Starbucks. Although I do like a venti mocha frappuccino with no whipped topping.
See, I don't like the flavor of coffee, so you're not gonna. If you make me something, can you do I guess I could have an iced tea, like an iced tea.
No, I don't think you would.
Coffee's good.
I don't like
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah, but I'm not going to put
I
a
love the
medicated
smell of
chocolate
coffee,
ice
but I
cream
don't
into
like the
somebody's
taste.
fucking tea
I love tea.
with a chocolate ice cream.
No. Put
No.
some Coke in there. I have a float.
Oh, yeah, I could make oh, yeah, root beer floats.
I love root beer floats. Oh, yeah. There you go. I forgot to get fucking Orange Crush. I was going to make some of that Orange Crush ice cream that I made a few months like last summer.
Well, I can make milkshakes all the time, but
no, I was going to make more ice cream because I made creamsicle ice cream in my ice cream maker, and I put whatever I had at that point. I think it was the rosin that MJ sent me, and I put some of that in there. It was yummy.
I love
creamsicle. I love the flavor of. If I was going to get a cone, it would have chocolate ice cream on the bottom and orange sherbet on the top.
Yeah.
I love the flavor of the two.
No.
I make chocolate or dark chocolate and orange chocolates.
I like that's what
I've had that from you, Marcel, and I do.
I just had some dark chocolate.
They taste very much like Terry's, but they have a bit of a kick to them.
Do you make like speaking of cherries and chocolate, they are killing the cherry blossom. No more.
Who is?
Cadbury?
No, Hershey. Isn't that?
Is it Hershey?
Yeah. Oh yeah, cherry blossoms. Oh yeah,
cherry blossom.
I can make my own.
I am a glutton for Laura Secord cherry chocolates.
You can make.
Oh, I love them.
I've gotten to a point where if it's something that I really like, I'll go and find a recipe or create it myself. Right, so I like Three Musketeers bars, but I don't like paying for Three Musketeers bars. But I can make a whole fucking tray of them and medicate them, and then I love Three Musketeers bars.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't mind them, but it's not. If I'm going to, I want something like a marshmallow and chocolate and stuff in them. I've got a whole. What do you call those?
I have a whole container full of chocolate-covered marshmallows.
No, but what's
I
the
made
brand?
Those last week.
Vivapuffs.
Oh, those are the cookie with the marshmallow and chocolate over it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No, I just take marshmallows, coat them in chocolate, medicate the chocolate.
Yeah.
And throw a few sprinkles on them.
Yeah.
But
what kind of sprinkles?
Well, colorful ones, just to keep them.
Okay, the colorful ones. Yeah.
Right. So I put them on the top so they don't stick to ones when I pile them all in there.
So this joint keeps going out, this mystery pre-roll.
I'm a big fan of Ganong's chocolate-covered marshmallows, and the problem
they're all right.
They're hard to get.
Are they this marshmallow Santa Clauses?
Oh God, I love those.
They do those too. Yep.
That's Ganong. They're my favorites.
Yep. So I got tired of waiting for them to come in stock and stuff like that. So I finally said, no, fuck this. I'm going to start making my own. So I started playing with different marshmallows, Jet Puff Stuck, but No Name and the Yellow Bag are the best ones. Even better than Great Value.
The marshmallow, the covered dark chocolate covered marshmallow Christmas trees are pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Anything. All that Christmas marshmallow shit.
Yeah.
My family hates them. The only one that likes it's me.
And I actually
don't my feelings at all.
Yeah.
When they're fresh, they're really good.
So you guys are making me hungry. I'm gonna have to go and grab one now.
I know. I'm gonna have to go to the fridge and get some more chocolate.
Yeah.
Should we run a little thing and do that and go for a pee?
You keep your chocolate in the fridge?
Well, yeah, I like cold chocolate.
Oh.
Hey, Marcel.
I buy my chocolate in 25-pound boxes, so
no, I can't do that, dude. I'd be in the hospital in a day. I saw that they had dark chocolate for $1.29 from the Yellow Store, so I bought one, and it's really yummy. So cool. I've been just having squares here and there, but I need to lay off a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Excuse my
I figure I get enough chocolate with my ice caps so I don't indulge a whole lot.
So we already did this. What are you smoking?
Well, we know what Al's smoking.
What are you smoking, Darcy?
El Chapo.
Oh, cool.
El Chapo.
And Len's not smoking.
It'll be Government Oasis vape later.
Government Oasis.
Is that what it's called? Government Oasis?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to come back. we're going to go and watch a couple of things, and then we'll be back. And Marcel's got Darcy's grow segment already.
I guess I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about something.
You're not even talking.
You're watching the 420 Pace, found at 420pace.ca.
Hi, I'm Timmy.
And I'm Mary Jane. He's the newbie.
She's the doobie. And this is the show
where we
tote
cannabis.
Talk.
From both sides.
Is that even possible?
Rerolled Saturdays. Check it out. Nothing but non-stop cannabis and psychedelic programming. Find it at 420pace.ca.
Hi. Was that good for you?
Was that good for you?
Where'd everybody go?
We're gone. You said I'm taking a break, and they all took off.
No, and I came out, and border security is on, and they got a whole crate full of hash.
Oh, I've seen that one, dude. I love that show.
Yeah. Chris is out there watching. I walk out, and I looked, and there's a big crate with all these big green bundles in it.
Did you see the one they had?
Cannabis, and you cut it open, it's all blocks of hash, all in 500 gram blocks.
$200 million worth of cocaine was on her show not too long ago. Yeah. And it came through Canada, like through Toronto, I believe. Right? Yeah.
Pancakes.
Do they not watch those shows?
I don't know, man. It kind of makes you wonder about them.
Well,
some of them are just really stupid.
Some of the things that people say, and why lie?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
The last time I went down to the States was in the 90s, and I was asked if I'd ever been charged with a criminal offense in Canada before, or the U.S. And I said, yeah, I got in some trouble when I was a kid. And all of a sudden the form comes out and I have to go over there, and I'm sitting there waiting, and Buddy comes out and he asks me a couple of questions, and I'm just sitting there playing my Nintendo Game Boy. And he comes out and he says, we're going to get you going in a few minutes, but I want you to know you shouldn't have said anything. We can't check that stuff. He walked back in his office and said, here's your tickets and stuff. You can go now.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're underage.
I was 18, 19 years old. I was out with some friends. We did some stupid shit.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't you?
What, do stupid shit or get caught?
Both. And, that's what the judge said to me. Mr. Rapp, you need to find yourself a new career. You're not very good at it.
Well, then I obviously was, because I never got caught.
Well, there you go. No, but it was stupid adolescent bullshit.
I did stupid adolescent bullshit, but I never got caught.
I think we all did. Did you do stupid adolescent bullshit, Len?
Well, yeah, like, but never get caught, I guess.
Did you ever jump on a train?
Yes.
No.
My sister almost lost her foot on jumping trains. We used to ride from Summerhill Station at Yonge Street over to DuPont, where my friends lived, and we'd hop the train.
We almost tried it once, but I was like, nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's dangerous. We get moving pretty fucking quick.
I know, because what you do is you go to the container pier where they're not moving.
We're talking the 80s here, dude.
I'm talking the 70s and the 80s, Al.
Well, it's okay, so same time.
So we would go to the container pier down in the Eastern Passage, jump on the trains, and then jump off the train in the north end of Dartmouth. So we'd go through the entire city of Dartmouth.
Yeah, we didn't go that far, just from Yonge over to Bathurst, really. DuPont.
Yeah, no, we would travel.
But, those were the days when you could do things like that, and I remember the first time, the first time.
Dale McCabe used to cross the bay on ice cakes to snowboard on the hill on the other side. Well, Dale McCabe, I used to do that in Halifax Harbor.
You used to be able to do that right in Lake Ontario Harbor.
Yeah, we used to go get on the ice cakes all the time.
Yeah, you used to be able to skate from the docks in Toronto over to the Toronto Island airport to the island, and you could skate through that river that goes through the island, and they would have ice sailing races in the harbor. You can't do that anymore.
Why not?
Well, because it doesn't freeze.
Oh, it didn't freeze.
It doesn't freeze like it used to. I mean, the lake here doesn't even freeze hardly.
Well, that's global warming.
No, there's no such thing.
Oh. Well, actually, it's global cooling, but nobody wants to talk about that.
Now they're saying that the core of the Earth isn't moving the direction that they thought it was moving.
Hey, here's a question. Nope, here's a question. I read a flat earther thing the other day, and it made me chuckle.
Okay. Oh, I got a flat Earth one for you too.
If the Earth is spinning at this fucking 32,000 kilometers an hour, whatever it is, it spins around.
There's 33 RPM, is what it is.
Why don't planes see the Earth spinning?
Why don't they see them? Why don't they see the Earth spinning?
Planes aren't that high.
Oh,
you do see the sky turning. You do see the sky going by.
Well, obviously something is going on, because I was sitting outside the other night, and that star that was above my head now was way over there.
Have you seen all that? The planet alignment?
Oh no, because we live. The flat Earth people say we live under a big dome, and the sun is just
the dome.
No, where the Earth is flat, it's under a big dome, and the sun is a giant light bulb that stretches across the entire dome every night. So, my question is, when does the light bulb get changed? How long does it last? And who's got the fucking job to change the light bulb?
Some guy named Quan.
Some guy named Quan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm assuming flat Earth people don't believe in the moon landing.
Oh, I don't believe in the moon landing, and I think the Earth is round.
Yeah, really? We've just had two vessels land on the moon this week, and another one.
I'm talking about the original Kubrick moon landing.
So we sat in the convention room at school for nothing, is what you're saying?
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay, all right. So
here we go. Another conspiracy theory by Marcel Genac.
Nope.
All right. Well, no, but you don't believe there's there's base station
only
facts. People up there caught.
How about only facts?
Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
In the 1960s, we had the technology. We had the technology to put men into a rocket
And the
Send
$6
them-
million man on the street again.
Yeah. No, that was in the 60s. But we had the technology, computer-wise, when we don't have the technology to get people there now. So what happened to the technology?
The Russians took it.
The aliens took it back.
Nobody's ever been there.
What do you mean we don't have the technology to go there?
We may have the technology now.
For the first crew to go out there and start inhabiting. The China has been there for about 3 months now already.
Right. The flat earthers say we can't get there because of the firmament. Right. So you hit the ceiling on the big dome and you blow up.
Hit the ceiling of the big
why
dome.
that show is so big.
Well, yeah. Right. So there was no way we had the technology in the 60s to get people on the moon and have that shuttle that they landed on the moon that somehow had a camera there showing
So
it.
Russia didn't go to the moon either before us.
No.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Russia didn't say they went to the moon before us. Right? Got to remember, this was during a space race. This was when Americans were trying to, I guess, create the most patriotism possible through propaganda. Russia was doing the same thing, right? That was the entire Cold War. And what was the one thing that would show dominance to the rest of the world? Getting to the moon first.
Tesla coil.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Desperate.
it was a matter of
Tesla coil at the Ontario Science Center was fucking cool back in the day, I tell you.
Okay,
and
so
that machine, coffee.
When did live streaming come available?
2001.
How did they live stream the moon landing in 60s?
It was by radio waves.
Yep. Yeah, it worked great. How'd the camera get there before the shuttle? Or the capsule?
You'd have to ask Alan, what's his name?
How come there's pictures of them standing around the capsule with their helmets off?
Yeah. I've seen all the movies about it and stuff too, Marcel.
I know, it's fun, man. It's fun. It's look.
Lay down, please.
If you can believe about half of what you see, right? And you've been conditioned to believe all of it over the years. But now people like me come in and throw a wrench into your thinking.
No, I'll throw a wrench right at you. Throw it right back.
Darcy, you want to do your grow segment now?
I don't have a wrench. I have a fork. Hold on.
Keep talking. Give me about another 10 minutes to finish rolling here.
Well, then
so you have a bunch of attention.
Let's play your promo video then.
I'll just play this video, dude. He can say what he wants to say after.
It's only like 3 minutes long.
All right. I have to find it.
No, I've got it. Just add me to the screen.
No, I can't find Darcy's thing. Here we are.
This is how to grow the weed.
What am I talking about, Marcel?
Just add me, Al.
Go with the flow. Go with the flow, Darcy. Go with the flow.
Well, I learned a very valuable lesson. Oh, yeah, Marcel's playing something.
The journey of a cannabis plant from a small seed to a mature, flower-laden marvel is a captivating process. Understanding the different stages of this cycle is crucial for any grower. The journey begins with a tiny seed, packed with the potential for life. Germination is the first milestone in a cannabis plant's life. This magical process begins when the seed is given moisture and warmth. The seed absorbs the water, and the outer shell cracks open. A tiny root called the radicle emerges first, anchoring the seedling into the growing medium. Soon after, the first shoot, known as the hypocotyl, pushes its way upwards, seeking sunlight. With the appearance of the first set of serrated leaves, the seedling officially enters the next stage of its life cycle. This stage is where the plant truly begins its journey towards becoming the majestic cannabis plant. The seedling stage is a delicate period in a cannabis plant's life. The young plant is fragile and needs careful attention. During this stage, the focus is on developing a strong root system and healthy foliage. The seedling will initially sprout a pair of rounded leaves, known as cotyledons. These leaves are the plant's first source of energy, using sunlight to kickstart photosynthesis. Soon, the iconic fan leaves, with their distinctive serrated edges, will begin to develop. These leaves are crucial for absorbing light and converting it into energy. As the plant matures, it will continue to grow taller and produce more leaves. The vegetative stage is where the cannabis plant experiences explosive growth. It's like a teenager hitting a growth spurt, stretching towards the sky and expanding its foliage. This phase is all about gaining size and strength, preparing for the crucial flowering stage. The plant's stem becomes thicker, providing support for its increasing height and weight. The leaves grow larger and more numerous, maximizing the plant's ability to absorb light for photosynthesis. During this period, the plant needs plenty of light, water, and nutrients to support its rapid development. Providing the right balance of nutrients, particularly nitrogen, is essential for healthy vegetative growth. It's also a good time to begin training the plant's shape if desired, using techniques like topping or low-stress training. The goal is to create a bushy and robust plant structure. The flowering stage is the culmination of the cannabis plant's life cycle, the grand finale where it finally reveals its true purpose. Triggered by changes in the light cycle, this stage is where the plant shifts its energy from growing tall to producing flowers, the coveted buds. Instead of focusing on leaf and stem growth, the plant now dedicates its resources to developing resinous buds. These buds are the flowers of the cannabis plant, and they contain the highest concentration of cannabinoids, such as THC and CBD. The flowering phase is when the plant sex becomes apparent. Female plants produce the desirable buds, while male plants produce pollen sacs. It's crucial to identify and separate males early to prevent pollination, which can reduce the quality and yield of the female plants.
Ta-da.
Now explain what you did there. Marcel?
I'm doing it.
Did you make that with that program?
That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
Yes. So the other morning, I put in simple request. I said, make me a video showing from seed to flower of a cannabis plant. And that's all I put in, and that's what it gave me back.
Well, that was good, except for the picture of the cocoa plant.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I can. So the program, you saw all of the copyrights on there for all of the pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you pay for it, it lists those.
I can get all those watermarks removed if I pay for the program.
Well, it basically once you pay for it pays your copyright.
Yeah, that's what it does. You're buying the license for it. But at the same time, I can also upload my own images and video files and create a video that way using those, my own stuff, and not have that.
You're still going to get the flashing thing there of the name of the app and that, unless you pay for it. Yeah,
the InVideo app. Yeah.
What AI are you?
It's really interesting.
It's called InVideo.
Jess is been playing with I guess Chat GBT.
Yep, that's her new boyfriend.
She got her new boyfriend. That's where I was going. Yeah, it's safer for her, really.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm with Dale. I can't wait till the end of June. So Darcy, was that along the lines of what you want to talk about?
May. What's
Well, I
that?
want to talk about just your seedling stage, because you're starting your clones, or if you're getting ready to start your plants for your spring, which is getting to that time. If you want clones off them, actually, you want to have them going by now if you want clones off them, because you got 45 days before you can sex your plants. That puts you in the middle of April.
Start things like sunflowers and things like that.
Well, see, I'm going to start a bunch of my dahlias here and stuff on Monday when I'm just waiting to get I'm waiting for a greenhouse.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not impressed with my greenhouse.
Well,
good luck. Good luck to you.
Mine, I don't want it for really growing cannabis in per se. I want it for starting flowers.
I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna have some in my greenhouse this year, and some not in the greenhouse because I've got my license again. So we're gonna go for it this year.
I'm gonna grow all mine outdoors in big pots and a big fenced-in enclosure, guarded by a big nasty dog that doesn't like people.
Pretty much the same, yes.
Yep.
I've got Rosa's lead will reach right to all around.
Oh, and now that I've got a little bit of yard work done and straightened out, I have a clear shot from my window through my entire
You've already started doing yard work. Holy dude, I've still got 3 feet of fucking snow in my backyard.
I ain't got to drop anymore.
You what?
No,
ours is all gone.
Wow. It's starting to melt. My car's still only half covered now.
We were plus 11 here last night.
It's going into the single digits here as well, but at night, like it's let's see what it is. It's -2 and -13. So split that difference about -10.
Yeah. So you want to? So where's Lennie at?
-6 right now. Where's what?
Here. Oh, my God. Sorry.
Here, just hang on, Lennie. I'm going to play us another video.
Are we going to do Ask the Pharmacist again this week?
Maybe.
Hopefully not.
Lennie, hopefully not. But no, Al, I want to talk a little bit about seedlings. So did you start anything yet, Al?
No, and I'll explain what's going on to you after the show.
Oh, okay. Well, I started some.
I'm going to do clones. Let's just say that.
Okay. Well, I started some seeds and I fucked some of them up.
Already?
Well, yeah, I was used. So I changed. I didn't have my pH meter, and I know the water in my fish tank is the proper pH. Well, guess what? It may be the proper pH, but she's hot.
Oh, the water's warmer than it should be.
No, it's hot, meaning like nutrients hot.
Oh.
Well, Marcel, I tested that soil with that meter.
And?
What do you think? What do you think the ppms of that fucking soil is?
Which soil?
In them little cups that I showed you today.
Oh, you metered those?
Yeah.
You know what? We have no idea.
They're going to be high because the amount of burn that's happening on them.
You were talking about seedlings. Now you're talking about water and.
No. So what we're talking about, Al, is the little seedlings that I was just talking about that I fed the fish tank water to.
Yeah.
The nutrients level, and I couldn't read the nutrients level because all my stuff was put away. So I changed my fish tank waters, and then right away, about an hour after I changed my fish tank water, I just scooped some water out of it, checked it with a pH strip. pH was in where I wanted it, so I said, perfect, that's fine. Went over, watered my cocoa with it, put my little seedlings in there. They started growing great. And about 4 days later, I looked at them, they don't look so great. What's going on here? And then the next day they got worse, and the day after that they got even way worse. And Now, I did all that myself. Now I fucking took my meter that I have because I dug my meter out because I said I gotta dig that meter out. Dug it out, stuck it in the soil or in my cocoa mix, and
just took off.
Whoo.
How high?
How high do you think that was, Marcel?
800.
So hey, you're talking
That's
about
close.
fish stuff, Darcy.
Yes, the fish tank water. Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw the video that I posted on my wall about this little gadget here. It's a DIY thing.
Yes.
You saw that?
Yes.
You should do something like that. It's just a few seconds. Let's watch this.
But when your plants are bigger, awesome.
Keeping fish in a mineral water bottle can really be addictive. Today, I used a large mineral water bottle again. I converted it into a one-click water change system. It's now an ecological fish tank with one-click waste discharge. Don't throw away the dirty water that comes out. Pour it on the flowers. This is natural fertilizer. This time, I have set everything up for you. A 9-liter mineral water bottle. A base. A water pipe with a faucet. And a set of brackets. Among them, the top of the mineral water bottle has already been cut for you. Installation is very convenient. First, assemble the brackets. Then attach the tray. Next, place the mineral water bottle upside down inside. Then, screw in the faucet with the switch. Next, install the drain pipe as well. Pour volcanic rock at the bottom to cultivate nitrifying bacteria. Then place a water plant. Create some aquascaping inside. Also, place a few water plants on the surface to purify the water. Then add some little fish that you like.
Marcel, fucking goldfish.
Yep.
Now, okay, so I played that on the Hi Guys the other day as well, and I really think that's an awesome idea. But is it something that will really work?
Yes, it is something that really works, but you're definitely going to overfeed all of your fucking plants if you don't water that shit down.
Yep.
Because that's literally shit. She's drawing this shit from the bottom of that tank. Right?
Yes.
So think of a compost tea is what she's got.
And taking it from the bottom, not the top.
Right. She's taking it from the bottom, so she's getting all of the shit.
Concentrate. Yeah.
Right. So where Darcy took his water from probably midway tank, lower bottom.
Actually, I took it out of my filter, Marcel.
Oh, even better. So it's filtered water, and he still ended up with over 800 parts per million.
844 to be exact.
What do you do?
Woman dumping in there was like 1,500, maybe more parts per million. Way
What
too
do
many
you do to cut
nutrients.
that down? Just you water it down?
Dilute
Add
it.
water. Yeah.
Okay.
Add water. Add water, and if you're going to feed, if you're going to use an aquaponic system, you've got to have meters to check what your nutrient level is before you go and feed your fucking plants.
Oh, definitely.
Especially when you're dealing with carp type fish like goldfish that
They shit a lot.
do nothing
I
but
learned a
shit.
lot.
Right?
Yeah, Marcel taught me a lot about goldfish. He said, "You'll learn. Just wait and see. You'll learn."
Yeah. Did you learn your lesson, Darcy?
Guess what? I learned the fucking they grow like they grow like weeds.
Yep.
I had these 5 little fucking tiny goldfish back in August, and it is March now, and that fucking thing in there is 6-7 inches, Marcel.
Let's just say he's got a couple in there that would make a good meal because you could get enough fillets off.
Suckers ever grow.
Yeah.
And I only feed them really once. I feed them really once a day. I give them a treat every now and then, but they get fed once a day. I felt like only feeding them once a week just to cut them back, but that ain't going to help the small feller in there.
Yeah.
And he won't get much bigger than what he is because he's a fancy goldfish. So
A small fart. I used to have goldfish, but they kept dying. Then I tried beta. My an old buddy that I got pot from years ago had his whole living room full of exotic fish, including piranhas, and they would literally just sit there and get stoned and feed the piranhas goldfish.
When I lived in PEI, Al, I had 21 aquariums set up in my house with freshwater and saltwater tanks, and I was selling fish to the local pet store. because I was breeding them. I love.
So you had a fish mill.
Yeah, I had a fish mill. I was selling angelfish, and then I've had saltwater aquariums and things like that, and then I stopped. And when I stopped, I realized how much money I was fucking saving because that shit is not cheap.
Nope, she's expensive.
And
you know what? I'm not. I just know I'm not into fish. No, I like big fish. You know, I like going to the aquarium. I was with you. You know, I enjoy that. But I'm not. No, I'd rather watch a squid float around than a goldfish in a bowl or a beta.
Okay, so betas are nice because they're betas are a lazy person fish. Right?
And they don't last long.
Well, no, they will. The problem is most people don't know how to keep betas.
Most people overfeed them, is what it is.
Overfeed them and change the water too often.
Or
betas are a ditch fish. They live in stagnant ponds and things like that. Right? So, and they have to be kept alone unless you want to breed them, and then you've got to follow a certain pattern to get them to breed. But they're meant to be left alone in water that doesn't flow, right? Basically a goldfish bowl for a month, and then change half the water.
Ooh.
And then your fish will live here forever.
That's kind of cool. This is new.
That was our previous.
But yeah, so no, Al. So anyways, you're a son of a bitch slut.
What did you do, Carla? Carla?
Did you just roll over some poop?
No, I just fucking had a card full of weed here, about 10 grams of weed all busted up, and I just spilled it all on my goddamn lap.
So you're the slut.
Because Marcel,
at least you can't just. At least you're not able to just jump up and go, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Wait now, no. Because Marcel what?
Because Marcel made these delicious gummies. Lennie, you should try these gummies. They're only tiny, but they're fucking potent. There's 300 milligrams in that little tiny son of a bitch, and it's half. It's like 4 times less the size of the fucking normal size gummy. The big fellas have 1250 in them, and they're strong. Holy shit!
You're a pussy.
I'm not a pussy. I like to be able to not to drool on myself. I do enough of that when I'm sleeping.
Let's just say that's not something that I'm in a habit of doing. Making anything that fucking strong, because it's just ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I have a question for the pharmacist.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I have a lump between my legs. Can you have a look at it?
No.
he had a lump between his legs, and now it's gone, and he wants to know where it went.
Sorry, man.
It happened over the last couple years during the woke movement.
But if anybody who's listening, if you do have a serious question for a pharmacist, we have one.
No, I don't know about that.
You don't consider.
Okay, he doesn't want serious. No, he doesn't want serious questions.
Oh,
no, it's just you got to watch what you say.
No, I realize. Yeah,
we're not giving medical advice. We're just telling you you're an idiot.
Don't do that. Do you get people who know you're a pharmacist that continuously walk up and goes, "Hey, dude, do I need to worry about this?"
Not really. No.
No, your friends don't do that to you.
Not really.
No,
your wife wouldn't do it. Your wife is a pharmacist as well, right?
Yeah, so she won't.
So she wouldn't do it. But you guys must compare notes. That would be an interesting conversation. What do you think of this new pill, number 1133222, sweetie?
To be honest, we don't really talk about stuff like that.
No. Did you guys study together? Or
no,
different?
but I used her notes to study.
Oh.
So you cheated off her, is what you're saying?
No, I let her do all the work in class, and I used her notes.
So you cheated off her, is what you're saying. So she actually got the higher
Tune in
mark.
next week as Lennie loses his license.
Tune in next week when we have Tara on.
No, she'll tell you this. You can ask her. I did better than her in school.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Rewrite her notes?
No, I just used her notes a lot. That's all. I sometimes didn't go to class.
Well, that's understandable.
I went mostly, but sometimes I didn't really take notes. And
I had a note taker in college. That didn't help. I think they were worse dyslexic than I am.
To be honest, part of my studying was probably like taking her notes and rewriting them out. Like I like writing when I'm studying.
But you take a lot of upgraded stuff. You upgrade yourself, right? You're not just sitting there.
Oh yeah,
like older doctors, pill doctors.
I've done a lot more than many.
Yeah, I recently had a nurse say to me, there are awesome courses out there about cannabis, about other things about cannabis that are available to medical personnel, but the older generation want nothing to do with it. And the younger generation think that they know everything, so they don't take it.
Yeah.
Right? So, and that was coming from a nurse.
And doctors only know what the pharmaceutical companies
they're
have taught them.
practitioners. They practice what they've been taught.
But very few doctors practice medicine. Most doctors practice pharmaceuticals.
My dad did a lot of tests and things like that. He started that whole light therapy thing, and
did it work?
I don't know. I've never done light therapy. I hear it works.
Yeah.
But he would do. He was a specialist in behavior modification, so he would have a patient who had a spider phobia. So he had a pet spider, and he would bring the pet spider to the office, and they would play with it in the office and get her used to spiders to get rid of that arachnophobia thing, right? Because some people have phobias that are so debilitating that they need help dealing with them, right?
So did your dad work? So did your dad work with the MK Ultra guys? Because they were doing behavior modification.
I don't know. My dad was at Sunnybrook for a long time. He was one of the administrators at Whitby Psych.
Yeah, he probably was then.
So maybe. I mean, he knew Henry Morgenthaler, and
but now wait, you were
and
a doctor,
the guy, Quincy, the TV show Quincy.
Yeah,
that was factored after the coroner in Toronto, the Toronto coroner, the chief coroner in Toronto. That was fictitiously factored around him. The stories.
You were adopted.
Both my sister and I, yes.
Okay. So is your sister your actual biological sister?
No. Although you might think so because we both have curly hair.
Yeah. I mean, because I've seen some resemblance between you, but
no. There's no genetics there at all. No, I have no knowledge of any genetics in me.
In you? What about her? Does she have any inkling of who her birth parents?
She met her birth mother, had a relationship with her and her half sisters for a little while. That didn't continue. She tried to meet her father. He said yes, and then eventually he got scared and said no and broke all contact. So I have no desire to inflict myself with that much pain, because I saw the pain that it caused her.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can understand it.
Yeah. I mean, do I wonder? Of course. I think anybody who's adopted wonders. I have two cousins that were adopted the same way that my sister and I, that actually could have been my brother and sister if my parents had wanted another 2 children. Yeah. But now they are cousins, not brother and sister. But, I'm happy to say that I am still very close with my sister. So
good. Yeah.
I'm going to see her soon.
I was thinking about you two there today, and I was trying to remember if you were actually blood-related brother and sister or just adopted brother.
You'd think, but no. No.
Cool.
Yeah. Sharon, I was born at Mount Sinai. Sharon was born across the street at Toronto General or Montreal. We're not sure.
Oh,
about that. Yeah.
Cool.
I can hear my
cat.
You
want to watch another video?
Sure. Let's go for it.
Your video?
Well, no. What I did is I sent my brother a message, and this is how I got into this in-video thing. Is I sent my brother a message, and it was just, I've got a great idea for a movie. Somebody should do this. And I just gave him a premise for a really good movie. He said, just a minute, and this is what he came back with. So add me to the stage. And
hit full screen.
Make it full screen.
And then hit play. No.
Yeah.
A new age dawned. Technology promised. The world embraced 6G blazing speed, instant connections, a new age dawned. Technology promised to unite us. It almost did. Then came the symptoms: headaches, fever, rage. Only those vaccinated in the last 20 years were affected. The virus, a silent passenger in the vaccines, was triggered by 6G frequencies. It began in cities, millions connected to the new network. Then the screams started. Vaccinated individuals transformed, no longer human, consumed by pure, unadulterated rage. They attacked anyone. Friend or family, it didn't matter. Their only goal, destruction. Hospitals overflowed. Police were outmatched. Civilization crumbled in hours. Cities became death traps. Skyscrapers burned. Streets ran red. Survivors fled to the countryside, seeking refuge from the infected hordes. Trust shattered. Neighbors turned on each other. Was it the vaccine or the person next to you? Fear became the new currency. Rumors spread like wildfire. Governments overwhelmed could offer no help. Humanity was on its own. The fight for survival had begun. In the face of annihilation, pockets of resistance emerged. Scientists, cut off from their labs, worked tirelessly to find a cure. Ordinary people, armed with courage and desperation, fought to protect their loved ones. Every day was a struggle for survival. The world as we knew it was gone, replaced by a terrifying new reality. But even in the darkest hours, hope flickered. The human spirit, though battered, refused to be extinguished. The fight against the rage had just begun.
Over there.
That's your movie?
So that was my movie. All I said was, I have a great idea for a movie that somebody should do. And that's a zombie apocalypse.
He's not used to it.
That's hash. So yeah, a zombie apocalypse movie. But instead of eating people, 6G affects anybody that's been vaccinated in the last 20 years. And turns them into a murderous rage. And 30 minutes later, that's what InVideo gave us for a movie.
Brains.
Fucking awesome. It's a cool program. And like Tamara says, it's hilarious. Right? The premise of the movie is good. But the video coming out makes it even better. So maybe we'll just come out with a full-length feature movie and scare the bejesus out of everybody.
All right, so question, key question.
Yep. 1,000 grams.
How many seconds? How many minutes is 420 seconds?
7.
Yes.
Is this like a test?
Yeah, like what's this?
In 2 or 3 days, we're going to have to make some decisions
on
who we want running our country.
We don't actually get to make the decision.
Wait, now we're
no. I understand
420 seconds. I'm still at 420 seconds. The math question.
that was. We're already on to the next chapter. Come on, follow along. What I'm getting at.
So you just needed to know how many minutes were 420 seconds.
No, I just blurted it out. What I want to know is we have a choice to make soon. We're going to have a new Liberal leader, which means Trudeau is out, and we have to vote for somebody. So what I'm getting at is, hold on and let me finish, please.
Let him finish.
Okay.
What I'm getting at is, out of the people that we have to choose from, not this vote coming up, because I know we're not involved in that. That's the party choosing the leader.
Yeah, correct.
But once the party's chosen the leader, who do we have to choose from? And why would we want to vote for them on a cannabis level? I don't give a fuck about their politics. What I care about is what they care about with cannabis, and if they're going to be true to their fucking word or not. And I'm hearing not one of them is stand up enough to be honest about it.
Well, here's what all I know is what I've spoken to my local MPs. You'll never see the Conservatives come out and wave the fucking green flag. But what they told me is, or he told me, and plus he was with another MP, is they are on the committee file of the cannabis file, and the agreed upon is excise tax just goes to a flat 10%, would be their play.
But what I'm getting at
other than that, that's all they really had planned.
But
from a person point of view, not from a corporate point of view, from a person that wants to buy weed or use it medically, who should we be choosing?
There's nobody, and there's a reason for this. Nobody's talking about it because nobody's going to change anything with cannabis when there's other things on the table that they can use for points. So
nobody's going to use it for their riding, for their.
Why would they? They've got fucking carbon tax, tariffs, war, right? Yeah. So this is so far down on the burner, none of them want to talk about it. But we're not getting an election right away, right? There's no guarantee that we're getting an election.
Well, even if they do, or in October, either way. But no,
So who becomes prime minister once this decision make? Is this the new leader?
Very likely, the new leader, and very likely the guy that's never been fucking elected.
Yeah. But to your answer though, Al.
Yeah.
If the Conservatives get in, their thoughts were, and this is only industry related, that there's too many cannabis companies struggling because of the high excise duty tax.
Okay.
They would drop it to 10% just to stabilize the industry.
Which would help the industry. Yeah.
Yeah, it got nothing to do with medical. It's no but I'm just saying.
I got to correct Robert on something here though, because Robert won't vote for conservative idiot. He's just a Trump puppet. And the thing is Mr. Poilievre is
respectfully disagree.
Yeah, he's been doing this a hell of a lot longer than Trump has ever been even thinking about politics. Yeah, I'd say that he would be the opposite of the Trump puppet.
No, they have a lot of commonalities, like as far as like thoughts on policies. But he's got a lot more.
Poilievre's had them a lot longer.
No, but he's got more common sense than Donald Trump.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely.
Is there any truth to any of the parties reversing the whole cannabis thing?
No, that's bullshit. No one's doing that. That's a lie. That's
something that people need to know.
But who's going to tell them? Because the politicians aren't going to tell them.
We just told them.
Well, no, but no one's ever hinted that they're removing it. Like I don't know where this. Like you might get the odd MP that's like not, I'm not into cannabis, but they're not out there polling or.
Well, at this point, I don't think they can. Really
no, it's too big. It's I was about to say too big to fail. Well, actually, it is too big to fail. It is too big and it's failing. But
yeah, it's failing because it's too big.
Well, no, it's like, put it this way: it's pretty hard for any industry to work when you're talking anywhere from 20 to 40% tax on your product.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's a start right there, right? For the legal industry. So,
wait a second. I just take a quick peek.
No, there's so many. There's so many businesses, a lot of jobs in cannabis in Canada too, right? Like who's going to want to say we're shutting it down and get everybody unemployed again?
Well, a struggling company doesn't have much choice, right?
Oh no, but that's why the Conservatives basically, and the Liberals. To be honest, someday the Liberals, I assume, will make it 10%.
There are companies in the state that are having a hard time, and they're in receivership? High Times is up for sale. All of the assets are for sale under court order.
Well, some of the states have very high tax as well down there, I believe. Like so, it's got too much tax and regulation versus alcohol.
According to Robert Roy, Polyev wants to invest the Canadian pension fund into the crypto market. Well,
no,
sorry to say, Mr. Trudeau's already spent the pension fund.
Well, no. All Polyev ever said. No. All Polyev ever said was the government really shouldn't be involved in regulating cryptocurrency. That's all he ever really said, and then it got twisted up a bit. But whatever, people can.
They're using that in the commercials, though. They're using stuff like that in commercials.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
And Robert's got the right point. I hate that font you put up there, Al.
Be right back. You know what? I'm not liking it either. I'll change it.
Yeah, I can't read it either. Is that Robert Roy or Robert Ray? I can't read
Robert Roy. But he says you can vote for anyone you want.
Oh, 100%.
Just his 2 cents. And I agree. And that's what voting is. Everybody can vote for who they want and for whatever reason you want, regardless of what anybody thinks or tells you.
So here's I will tell everyone I will vote Conservative because I am not happy with the last 10 years of the Liberal government. I actually voted for Trudeau in 2015. I can't remember if I think I may have went. No, I don't think I worked. I can't remember if it did the last election or not. Like I'm not a bleeding blue guy and I'm not a bleeding red guy. I believe if you're doing a good job, you get my vote. If I'm not happy with your job, I vote the other guy. And no offense to the NDP people, I'm not voting for them. They're a little too out there right now.
Yeah, the NDP.
It's not Jack Layton's NDP.
No, I don't think the NDP are actually going to be a party come the next election.
I could see them actually joining the Liberals at some point. To be honest,
I thought they already had.
Well, they've really merged. Like it's funny. They really
merged a lot.
Yeah. Well, they basically were the party the last 4 years.
But yeah, I think I'll give credit where credit's due. Jagmeet did the right thing by doing a coalition. He did stupid things because first thing, if you were getting a coalition, you'd get a fucking cabinet seat, right? In that cabinet, not okay, you sit over there with your people. But he was able to get a few of his wants or his party's wants and needs through.
And his party's wants and needs are stupid.
Yeah, but he was able to get it done for his party, and all he had to do was bend over and take it, I guess.
Yeah, but all he had to say, like, here's the problem I would hate him. He would go in there and this is why you suck, this is why you suck. Then they'd go to a vote and he would just vote for the Liberals anyway. Like, if he just would have shut his mouth, he'd be all right.
NDP will never get in with their current leader. And
no,
either will the Green Party. The Green Party won't do it either.
I didn't realize she was an alcoholic.
Oh man.
Anyways, guys, back to my original question.
Cannabis, nothing's really going to change, Al.
Nothing's changing now.
All right.
You can rest
the only
rest
thing
easy for a bit.
The only thing that will eventually change is a tax reform.
And that's not going to affect you much because it'll be if it can be saved somewhere else, and somebody's just going to turn it into profit.
Well, I'm hoping once I get a mother going, it won't affect me at all. So
the only thing I've seen recently that's related to anything close to medical is they keep doing these reach outs about natural health products containing CBD going into pharmacies. That's about the only thing I've seen.
Really?
And then it's CBD distillate. Hey, on the bright side, cannabis related.
Yes, you should talk about what you told me, Marcel.
I'm about to do that now, Darcy.
Sheesh, Darcy, calm down, buddy.
Oh, I was going to eat my chips.
Our little friend Sophie, who I got to meet for the first time at the Harvest Fest a couple years ago, who has a lot of conditions.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
All right. Well, Kaylee was on our show, wasn't she? Yeah.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. Anyways, they Make-A-Wish Foundation, of course, does all kinds of good things, and they could have a trip to Disney.
Ooh, I saw that.
Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
The problem is,
hey, buddy,
Sophie needs CBD. And
really,
her CBD comes from Aqualitas. And it's a deal that they have with Aqualitas that she gets this specific formulation, and this is what she's been on, and she's been doing extremely well on it. But you can't take a controlled substance across the border. So what they did is they applied to the Department of Justice.
Oh, you want that to
States.
Did it actually work?
And they got a letter from the Department of Justice as well as contact with the DEA for them to be able to take this medication with them to Florida for Disney. And if they're stopped at any time being hassled because they have this product at any of the airports or anything like that, they have a direct line to the DEA who's going to make sure that it's corrected and they can go through with their medication. So
sounds cool. Never heard of that before, but sounds cool.
That's awesome.
As bad as everybody thinks governments are, sometimes they can pull through a fucking brainer, right?
Well, I mean, the other alternative is just to mail some down and hope that it's there when they get there.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what the rest of us do.
I'm sure that they could contact somebody who makes stuff that could make that formula for them in the States.
I could have probably set them up with a contact to have a formulation done, but wouldn't it be better to have permission?
Yes, it would. Of course.
Then they have their permission.
Yeah. Well, that's just fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great. All the power to them. And the kids.
I remember
that
when
we should be able to enjoy Disney.
We've had a lot of parents on who have kids who use cannabis over the last how many years we've been doing this, and Haley, and they used to just do it, but now to get permission to do it, it's a big step.
I mean, we had all the battles at the beginning. I mean, pre-2012, getting kids cannabis legally was fucking hard. And I mean, some to the point where they actually had to get the health minister involved.
Well, Cheryl is still fighting for Haley.
Right. But Haley's an adult now.
Yes, she is.
Right.
We've watched her grow right up.
Right. It's a little different. But you look at some of the ones that we've had on that are 3 years old with a license from Health Canada, but they had to jump through every hoop in the world to get that license.
And Justin did the same thing.
Yeah.
In the States, there's been a lot of kids in the States that we've seen stories on CNN about with Sanjay Gupta.
Marcel, when I was 17, turning 18, when I got hurt, I was the first patient that my doctor had that she ever prescribed cannabis to. But I had to go through a million hoops to get there, though.
Yeah.
I had to take fucking 8 different types of medication and go through all this other stuff just before I could even attempt to use it.
Yeah. And it hasn't gotten any better for medical side. Actually, if anything, it's gotten worse because of legalization.
Well, I can't say it's gotten worse, but because it's available.
I can't.
There was many years when I had no access to anything. At least now I have access to something.
I'm talking about legal prescriptions.
Okay.
Right? So it's harder now to get legal prescription than it was pre-legalization, because now the doctors just tell you go to the liquor store, go get it.
Well,
help yourself.
Are you able to sign yet, Len? Are you able to sign a document prescribing cannabis? You can prescribe some
There's
things,
a lot of clinics that I can't do cannabis.
Darcy, you're driving
so
me
many
nuts.
clinics.
Well, sorry, Al.
There's all kinds of clinics online that'll do it now.
Oh yes, there is. Yes, but I mean, that's quasi legal.
Well, you got
no, it's legal. No, you shouldn't have to.
Oh, they do.
No, you shouldn't have to, but you've been having to pay for it for many years now. If you,
I can tell you.
I can go to my doctor and get her to sign it, and so why can't you? Right?
The ones doing it online legally aren't doing it for free.
No, they're not.
No,
but
they're billing your pharmacare, your provincial pharmacare.
Yeah, they're doing OHIP. Like that's what Dr. Ira Price was fighting for back in the day, was to be able to bill OHIP for prescribing cannabis. And he won that one, so.
As I say, there's good ones and bad ones, 100%. But
oh yeah. I've met a few bad ones, and I've met a lot of good ones.
Oh,
who just left?
You guys, me.
Oh, the little video thing.
Yeah, I got it out of there because I realized if I got it out of there, I could make you guys bigger. And
I think the only thing positive is there's definitely a little bit less stigma socially around cannabis, but it's but the laws they haven't updated any of the laws really. Like, it's very chicken shit what they've done in 8 years.
But there's lots
very
of
small,
loopholes, right? There's still lots of loopholes that people are finding.
Like what?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if I follow.
I'm trying to be smart. Come on, help a guy
out. well, unless you got examples, you're not helping it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what loopholes you're talking about.
I don't know. Just making conversation.
Like, the simplest ways to fix certain things is medical cannabis to be 100% tax free.
I don't never
allow. I think I just don't know when.
I can't. I can't even get my fucking stabbers to be covered. I'm gonna get covered.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't think you're gonna see cannabis ever covered.
Yeah, it's not gonna be covered.
I know, and I don't want to name names, but there are a few people, one who has passed away, who actually forced ODSP to pay for their prescription every month.
Oh, so the rare case, like
there are a few, and two of them were in Toronto that I knew.
But to be
some
public
people have
policy
done
that it's
WCB has done it. The military does it. The military does it.
The reason we haven't heard about it is because the people that have been granted that have also been granted an NDA, and they can't say anything.
Right.
So which
have generalized cover.
What was Len's having? Somebody's playing video games at Len's, obviously.
It's probably Lenny.
Watching a movie.
No, I'm looking at the TV in the background.
All the kids are home, and they're all sucking up the bandwidth. So Len's.
No, one of them's at the casino winning money.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's at the casino.
So okay, we're almost done here.
One is at Dooley's in Halifax, bragging how much she made off of $10, and the other one probably is sucking up the web.
All right, I got one for you. This is kind of been thinking about this all day. Have they started putting the U.S. liquor back into the stores yet? Or is that
no, and they're not going to be. They've already said, the LCBO anyways has said that they will not be replacing the U.S. liquor.
Houston said the same thing, I'm pretty sure, Marcel.
This is going to be the biggest scam in the fucking world. You wait and see. Because they're going to hold that liquor in their warehouse for months until all of this is done. And when it comes back out on the shelf...
It'll all go out on sale.
No, it won't. It'll all go out at an inflated price. And it
I don't think anyways, so it's a moot point.
They'll be able to double their profits because all of the stuff they took off the shelves is already paid for.
Yes.
So they're going to put it back out on the shelves, jack the prices up, and make more money off the same stuff that they bought.
We should have been buying more local anyway.
I agree. I mean, when I shop, if I need something,
we have a lot of really good Canadian booze, guys.
I know, but I don't shop for booze.
I agree.
But if I go shopping for anything, and it doesn't matter what it is, I look locally first, then I look online for Canada only. And I normally don't even look outside of Canada.
Some of the best beers in the world come from here. You know?
Yeah, but I don't.
Shit about what I'm saying, the mass population before this all happened didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. We have a microbrewery here in town, and from what I hear, they don't do so bad. It's Slate Island beer or whatever.
But just traditionally, I don't think Canada did enough to support Canadian brands, not just alcohol, just anything.
I don't think
so. I take this as a positive side effect of the Trump world that Canada might actually focus on supporting Canadian companies.
Well, you know what? Canada, in the last few minutes, Canada has rejected the contract with Elon with regards to Starlink and providing services for Northern Ontario and Northern Canada. They have canceled a $200 million contract. I don't know why, Marcel. I'm just saying
because it's Elon.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and it's only because of who it is.
Well, apparently he's Canadian.
Yeah,
and they want to revoke his Canadian citizenship.
No.
One of his parents was Canadian, I think.
Yeah, liberals out there that are screaming and freaking out and calling Trump the big orange bad man want Elon's citizenship revoked.
It's not just Canadians, buddy. There's a lot of Americans that want it too.
Want what? His Canadian citizenship
revoked? No, Elon gone. Just as a whole.
But why are you getting mad at the man who's showing you where the fucking money is being stolen from?
Who's getting mad? Nobody's getting mad. I'm just saying that there's an article out there that says Canada has canceled a contract with Elon.
Why? For what reason? Because it's Elon. And why is everybody mad at Elon? Because he's showing where the fraud is fucking happening in front of their very eyes. Because you keep saying that we're canceling this for no reason.
No, I'm not saying it, Marcel. The fucking article is. And this is what's starting arguments. Okay? This is the kind of shit that's starting arguments. I'm not saying that I agree with it. I'm not saying that it's right. I really don't give a shit. What I'm saying is Canada has canceled a $200 million contract over what this fucking shit that's going on.
Which I think is stupid, right? It's like telling me to boycott Amazon Prime. Well, I pay for fucking Amazon Prime for the entire year. Why am I going to boycott something I've already paid for? Right? I'm going to watch Prime. I'm telling you now, because I'm not stupid.
I'm paying for.
Now my thoughts on that contract, Al.
I'm paying for a service, and I don't care where
it.
that service came from. How's that?
Exactly.
No. What I was about to say, if there's a Canadian company that can provide the service as well, give it to the Canadian company. But if he's the only company that can provide the service, because I heard the Starlink thing's kind of good. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
I know a few people that are on it, and they're enjoying the service. Yes.
Yeah. All I'm saying is don't cancel it just because he's American. But if there's an equal valued Canadian company, you support it.
Right.
Why?
Which they should have did in the first place before they gave him the contract.
I was like, I would love to see car manufacturers start building cars in Canada. I would like to see
100%.
I would love to see
not already.
No, because they build parts. They build parts in Mexico, parts in the U.S., and parts in Canada, and then somebody gets to put them all together.
Yeah.
Right. But Canada can do anything it wants. We've got the resources, we've got the technology, but for some reason we're under a thumb the entire time, not letting us expand the way we could expand. We're paying carbon tax on a carbon negative country, right? We're the only fucking stupid people to do that. So we've got enough people with enough money that let's turn around and take that and invest in this country.
You should be investing in your country anyways, no matter what's going on. If you're Canadian,
I agree.
You know, if you're in the U.S., but there's no reason that if I have a service that I'm using that's based in Hungary, I'm going to use that service. Okay. Yeah. One of the services that I've used in the last couple of years is based in Finland. I don't care they're based in Finland. They didn't have a good product. So I went and moved on to somebody else. You know, it's not about where you're located. It's about if your product is any good. I use Prime every day. I've gotten rid of Netflix and I just have Prime.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care if it's a Canadian company or a US company. I like Heinz ketchup. It's a Canadian company, but it doesn't have to be because it's the brand I like.
I like French's ketchup. And I've always liked French's ketchup, and not because it's Canadian.
I like French's
I like the
mustard.
taste better.
I like French's mustard and Heinz ketchup.
Yeah. And it's
I'm the same as
preference.
Al.
Yeah. It's personal preference. I like homemade ketchup even better.
I find the no name yellow store brand, as I call it, the yellow mustard it's too mustardy. I'm used to the yellow mustard that I like. That's like I like Hellmann's mayonnaise. I like the real Ramon. That's the product that I grew up with. That's what I want. I don't like just Miracle Whip. Some people
I like Miracle Whip.
Yeah, I like Miracle Whip.
No.
I don't like mayonnaise.
Miracle
I don't like aioli.
I do too, but only Miracle Whip with bologna sandwiches.
I like Hellmann's because it's got lemon in it.
Ham. I like it with ham, Darcy. Ham and cheese.
Dijon is all right. Some Grey Poupon now and then.
Honey mustard.
I'm bologna and mustard, Darcy.
You know, I like hand carved bologna on a panini bun with cheese, some margarine or butter, and some ketchup. That's all I want on it. You can even fry it if you like. So if I'm staying at your house, please have some bologna.
Oh, make sure, Al.
Oh, I saw the awesome recipe. You'd love it.
We'll have to discuss that in the next edition of the 420 Radio Show.
Yeah, just keep in mind what they are. They're...
But my last local comment, Al, I
Yes.
tend to smoke Nova Scotia East Coast cannabis products over the rest of the country. Support your hometown, man. Always support home. Always support home.
Yeah. Support my backyard.
But Ontario should buy Ontario products, and West should buy West products.
It should be that anyways.
Exactly.
Buy local. You know, like even during
always
COVID,
did, always will.
During COVID, I was up in Hastings, and I loved being up in Hastings because the stores were stores. The hardware store was an actual fucking hardware store. But anyways, we'll talk about that the next time. Say goodbye,
Later,
guys.
See ya.
Goodbye, guys. And Dale says, buy Nova Scotia seeds.
There you
go.
You're watching the 420 Pace, found at 420pace.ca. Rerolled Saturdays. Check it out. Nothing but non-stop cannabis and psychedelic programming. Find it at 420pace.ca.